Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a shit, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, button pressed, FM Bob, and I didn't press it hard enough. There it is.
That's what she said.
I'm FM Bob, show host, CEO of FN Entertainment.
I can read all the bullshit you put on.
Again, right, it's been a minute. If it's not apparent yet, I am joined with Invincible.
I am HENVENCIBLE, aka Dreadlock Tanjiro, aka Hamper of the Sea, aka Smooth Criminal of the Subliminal. Forgot about that one. Aka Chi-Town Yonko, aka El Henfe, Ole, aka South African, aka Hen Honcho, aka New Mr. Talk No Jutsu. I just recently went through Naruto again. Yeah, that nigga be talking. AKA Garlic Butter, aka Henny F. Say Yay, here to say the day yay, aka Podcast Poppy, aka Higher Than Your Average, aka Sinister Sinus, aka Mr. Hentai, not no more, aka Hentachi Uchiha, aka Hendecy. What the fuck?
Indecency.
Indecency. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, on the Hentachi Uchiha, can we change that to Huchiha? Like H-O-O. Who? Yeah, no. I recently went through that with somebody because, all right, so it's a little bit of a tale.
Jesus.
It's a Twitch chat. My homegirl's name is Sauced Up K. She's going through, she likes Naruto. They said Sauce K. So I put Hoochie-ha because that shit was hard. It fit. So yes, I'm asking a request for that to be changed to Hoochie-ha.
Hoochie-ha.
Yeah. H-O-O-C-H-I-E.
I just don't like it. That's I understand it. I don't like it. That's all it is.
What's good, Bob? Show me.
It's been a minute, right? What? 2 weeks since you've been on this? Since you've been here?
Yeah.
I think for everyone else, it's been, what, just a week?
Yeah.
All right. So, technically, no, it's just been a week because they just missed out last week. But either way, how you been? How's it going?
Blessed but still stressed. Yeah.
Note to self. Not even a show note. Put that on the shirt.
Yeah, because blessings, waking up to have breath is a blessing, but
yes,
there's still stresses of life.
You can't run from it all. Can't run from it all. Well, I'm glad to hear that. At least there's some blessed in your stress. Because if it was just stress, kill yourself. Oh. In a sense of, if you can't find shit to be happy about, that's on you. Okay, that's how I see it. The world is fucked, but it's on you to be happy about it. I'm gonna ride this bitch till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
So, lots has happened. Tons has happened. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're going to fit it all in one show weekend or one recording weekend.
Because I feel like there's a lot of world shit I missed out on.
There's a lot of world shit you missed. There's a lot of world shit you're missing out on. There's a lot of, I don't know if you're keeping up with every last little bit of game and shit.
One thing I did read before I left, was there a fucking toxic waste shipment in California that just disappeared?
Yeah.
The fuck is that about? How does shit like that just come up missing?
Shit happens, okay? That was, I heard it, and that was so little, the least of my concerns. I'm just like, I'm not saying it's not important. It's just like, look, if it ain't here, I don't give a fuck. Let that shit be somebody else's problem.
Oh my God.
We have enough problems on shore that I'm not worried about a shipment disappearing, because apparently it shipped offshore and then disappeared.
No, it disappeared in California.
Yeah, I know. And then it was in the process of shipping out. So if it made it out.
How did it ship out if it disappeared?
It must have made it out.
No, that's not. No.
Look,
no.
Let me rephrase it. We can't find it on land.
The container that the shit might have been in shipped out.
Right. But what I'm saying is we can't find it on land. Sounds like not my problem. On top of the fact, I don't really give two shits about California anyway. Y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Wow, California fans, I fucking love y'all. Y'all have given me good weed and good friendships and good music.
That's great. I'm talking about just the state of California can go fuck itself.
I also had a California burrito. That was pretty good.
Did you? My buddy has been like on my ass about taking me to go get one, but he was like, having it here is not good enough. No. You have to have it in California.
Yeah. Strangely enough, that was also the first time I had biscuits and gravy.
In California?
At a hotel, and that shit was busting.
That's weird. Look, man, I'm just not finna fight homeless for a little bit of paradise. Y'all can keep California.
You would be surprised. Go to Springfield.
No, I'm gonna
take a trip to Springfield. Them motherfuckers was bums lined up at the dispensary. They wasn't buying shit. That was just where they chose to.
Yeah, because I won't say most bums, but there is a plethora of bums that are what I like to call honest bums. They ain't really homeless. They just ain't got money for the bullshit that they want to have bullshit for money for. So they go out and they ask for it. Honest bums. I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty. If you just want a bag of weed, I'll be it to you, man. You got Link.
Any of them wanted what?
They got motherfuckers is out there with Link. They got Section 8. You got ways to attempt to live. If you just want weed extra.
If you are telling me that you can get weed with EBT now,
no.
I'm gonna take a drive down the street.
But I also wouldn't be surprised nowadays because I don't want to get on a high horse at the beginning of the episode. That's all I'm saying. But niggas that are abusing the governmental money is starting to bug me just a smidget. But either way. Current events is all over the place. The gaming world is all over the place.
What?
Go ahead.
And PlayStation was some bullshit.
The
showcase?
The showcase you didn't like?
The showcase was some ass. Maybe it was some ass. I feel like I can't outright say it was some ass because I know that the shit that they showed, some people out there got hyped for it. Mm-hmm. I just didn't give a fuck about most of it. There was 2 games that I saw that I was like, okay, I'm gonna write that down. One of them I found out is already out and just don't get no fucking
just don't get no play.
That was the Grand Blue relink. That was a very interesting look.
Grand Blue's always an interesting look.
And that Tower of Fantasy looked interesting. Apparently that's already the fuck out.
Yep.
And just don't get no spin.
Yeah.
And then it was Spider-Man. And I had to go on YouTube after the showcase to see that.
Why?
I didn't see that they showed that during the showcase.
It was the last thing. It was the literal last thing.
Maybe I got irritated and turned off early.
Yeah.
Did they do the buttons?
They did the whole everything.
No, I'm saying did they do the last thing I saw was they showed the PlayStation buttons that the bald ass dude came up and did another speech. And I was like, okay, I guess this shit's over and I turned it
was
off.
right after that.
Oh.
Damn, yeah, so it's always a big reveal at the end of any press conference. It wouldn't, because I think before that was...
not all.
Well,
maybe all of Sony.
I was going to say all of Sony.
Okay.
Sony always ends on the highest of high notes. They know to keep you until the very end.
Oh. Well, then I'll take back some of my hate because I thought they just had that Spider-Man shit and just didn't show it.
No, that was...
And then just threw it up after.
No, that was the last thing.
You could have just made it a part of PlayStation, but it was, okay.
No, it was just the last thing. So,
but that Spider-Man shit, rock hard.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking
incredible.
Fire.
So
he stomped that nigga into oblivion on the side of a house.
On the side of a house.
Like he got kicked the shit out of standing up. Speaking of kick the shit out of, we're gonna spin back to that in a couple minutes.
Okay.
No, yeah. They gave Miles a Kamehameha wave.
Yeah, which I thought was OP until I remembered that it's canon to comics, so it's accurate. Yeah. So it was just weird. It was just a lot of weird shit to see again, but I'm glad I got to see it. I'll put it that way. So yeah, with PlayStation being incredible as it is, sorry to Xbox. I feel really like Kelly laughed at me because I said I felt
a dick move though.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like I felt bad for Xbox until they pulled that. Well, everything that they show will be on the Game Pass, and I'm just like, look. Just because you ain't got games, don't mean you got to steal everybody else's shit.
Saying,
They're like, we'll give it to you for free if you just play it. Look, nigga, calm down. How about you take one of them thousands of studios you bought the fuck up and make something?
I'm not gonna lie. It is the only reason at this point an Xbox is compelling to me is because my PC is bad. That's it. If my PC was
a little bit
PC
better,
I wanted, I can play all that shit.
Listen, Xbox really has no leg to stand on. They're just
Game Pass is fire, but PC Game Pass is OP.
It's OP, so I'd rather take that. On top of the fact that not only can you play Xbox Game Pass on there, but then PlayStation Plus, whatever the new shit, all playable on PC now. So, and I say this to it because I know there's a handful of fucking PC heads and that are fans of the podcast. Just because you can play our shit on PC doesn't mean PC wins. Just means you get our hand.
That means we threw y'all about.
Exactly. And mind you, I don't know if you've paid attention.
They wanted more money.
And mind you, I don't know if you noticed, half of the shit that ends up going on PC never runs well. It takes the entire community.
What pissed me off though?
What?
How much shit in that presentation at the bottom said this footage was recorded on PC. That pissed me off.
What?
A lot of them. Because this is a PlayStation showcase.
Yeah, but it's
not a Sony showcase. It's a PlayStation showcase.
Right. I get that.
Show me PlayStation 5 footage is what I was saying.
I will give you that. Only on the sense of the only reason why I'm defending that being shown on PC is because we all know it's going to run smoother on the PS5 regardless. It's always going to run smoother because it's a PlayStation title. Yeah. And two, that way when PC heads get it, and then they're like, well, it didn't run like that when you showed it. No, exactly what you seen there is what you're finna get. And when it still runs better on PlayStation, don't complain.
Because
you seen what you was finna get
was footage and not gameplay.
Right. So it's like,
not gonna be smooth.
That's what you finna get is this. We finna get something better, but don't get mad. So that's all. We will continue to hand PC hand-me-downs. I'm glad they're getting something to play now. Because again, as some of my PC friends are, I'm like, the fuck do you play? Other than hand-me-down PC shit or PlayStation and hand-me-down Xbox shit.
Steam is winning.
Yeah, but there's nothing that's catered towards Steam that isn't something on another console. You know what I mean?
But I do want a Steam Deck. If that's
don't
a
buy
shout out to them.
Don't buy it.
I don't have a good PC.
No, what I'm saying is
so many games.
Don't bother with the Steam Deck. Get the Asus. I want to think it's called the A-Rock. They have a handheld console as well. Leaps and bounds better. Not even close to this. The Steam Deck looks like shit compared.
Can you play? What can you do on it? Can you play
all PC? On there? All PC. Anything PC related. It is now just. It's honestly just a handheld PC. So it runs on Windows instead of just Steam software. Mm-hmm. They're saying it's like the highest level emulation station of all time. Niggas is emulating from Nintendo all the way up to PS3 with no problems whatsoever. Mm. So at this point. It's definitely more pricey. I think Steam Deck maxed out. You're spending maybe $500 to $600, and the Asus Deck is like maybe $600 to start. So you're gonna spend the money regardless. Yeah. Just get something that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
I think the only thing people were complaining about was
Does it come with a dock?
No.
Okay.
But it's USB-C, so you can just buy a regular PC dock and save yourself some money. So it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It's just a dock with an HDMI cord and extra USB ports. Why buy something extravagant when you could just buy regular people shit? So no, you can do all of that. The screen is much better. The only thing that I've noticed is the battery life is kind of shit. So I think Steam Deck you'll get maybe 6 hours solid, and this the Asus Portable you get maybe 4. Okay. But if you're really playing more than 4 hours handheld, it's kind of weird. It's a little weird. 4 hours straight, over 4 hours straight like this, yeah, you can keep it. But it's nice. The only thing other than the battery life that I didn't like was that it was all white. But it's Asus, so it's all white with RGB lights running through that bitch. Is what it is. So I would say save your money and get that instead. Unless Steam drops another fucking Steam Deck, which they keep hinting towards. Because they know they're getting outdated. Yeah. So it's almost time for them to do so. How did you feel about PlayStation's Project Q? Or did you miss that entirely?
Refresh my memory.
Project Q is their new handheld device that they're releasing.
I did not see that.
Okay. So it's pretty much just
a PSP.
I don't want to give it the credit of a PSP because at the moment they're not saying that you can play games directly off of it. It's supposed to be just so you can remote play your PS5.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. Yeah, they only. I didn't care because they said that it was remote play, and I'm like, I can just do that from my phone now.
Exactly.
So yeah, I didn't care.
So the only reason why I'm kind of like, all right, maybe, is because I happen to share a room with Kelly.
Yeah.
And she might want the TV for a minute. Yeah. And it'd be nice to have something to grab and play the game with immediately.
Yeah, that, and I could still do shit on my phone.
Right. And that way you're not locking your phone up entirely. It's a nice display. The controller looks, it looks like a PS5 controller.
It would probably be dependent on the price.
That's pretty much where I'm sitting at. Anything over, I'd say 150, you've really kind of fucked yourself.
Kind of tripping.
Right. Because 150, maybe 200, depending on what extra it needs to do.
Because at the end, it's just an accessory. You still need a fucking PS5.
You still need a PS5. You still need the online play. You still need all the games you're going to play anyway. Plus? So it's like, anything over 150, 200, depending if it gets something extra.
They're probably going to do some $199.99 bullshit.
Well, yeah, which is what I'm expecting. But at $199, I feel like it has to be able to at least download like low-level games. So your PS2...
I say put a disc slot in that bitch and get the PSP money back.
I mean, it would be nice. Personally, I think they should. I think they should have just created a PSP.
I think that a PSP with remote play capability.
Which, mind you, all the old PSPs could do. My PSP and PS Vita. My PS Vita still can remote play into my PS4. No problem. Damn. So, like...
I never got blessed with any of the PlayStation handhelds.
I'm sorry.
No. They told me to choose my line in the sand, and I always would go with Nintendo.
I'm not mad at that. If it was one or the other, I can understand getting Nintendo.
So I had the Wii. I had the Wii, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP, DS. I had to buy myself the 2DS. Okay. I bought my Switch.
You didn't go to the 3DS? Skipped over
3DS. The 3DS was out of my price range. That's why I went with the 2DS.
Okay. You waited around.
Because the only difference was 3D. The 2DS couldn't fold. That was the only
you got the non-foldable 2DS. They had foldable 2DSs.
Oh.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, I hated that large one. I played it for a minute. I'm like...
The black and red one, yeah.
Ooh, no.
I think I ended up pawning it.
Yeah, you should have. That was probably the ugliest design they've ever come with. It was the ugliest.
I did not like playing that. I think I had to take it off my friend's house one day to play Smash. He was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, that's a good way to get embarrassed. I'm sorry. It's like, who ready? You got this big ass brick. Like, I don't think you ready, my nigga.
iPad with both plastic and screen. This motherfucker.
Ooh, that is ugly. I'm sorry. I mean, but the 2DS, 3DS era had some great games. I had a lot of fun playing it.
That Smash was a great Smash.
Yeah. Dude, talk about fucking good times. I remember when Smash was getting its first set of DLC for the 3DS. And I watched that Nintendo Direct. And that's when they announced Cloud for Smash. I'm sitting on the couch, the old couch I used to be sitting out there. I'm sitting there just watching it on my phone. And they were running through like all the other games, and I'm like, man, they're doing a lot of Final Fantasy shit this year. Yeah. And then the trailer for Cloud showed up, and I'm like, because there was no announcement that shit was going to... Dude, I've never popped so hard for some shit in my life. I was losing my shit. Kelly was in the other room, like, what the fuck's going on? Clouds and Smash! Clouds and Smash! And I heard him as I'm screaming at her, and he's available right now. I've never flipped the fuck out. I turned on my Wii. I got my 3DS ready. I'm trying to buy it. Dude, the whole site crashed.
Yeah.
Nothing worked because of Cloud. That was probably the biggest drop they've ever done, and I am so thankful that they did it. And then just the fact that they threw in Sephiroth way later, and another great trailer as well. Shout out to Nintendo for doing that. Shout out to Sakurai specifically.
Yeah, that was my reaction for the Joker drop.
True. I love the Joker drop because the way they did it.
The way they did it was so fucking good. Such good shit. I was talking shit about whatever event that was. I was talking shit. This some bullshit. This shit lame. That shit from boy, I think one of my homies like poured milk on himself. It was some weird.
No
it was a
shit.
fucking night.
Oh,
it was
my
a
God.
goddamn night. I swear.
I think between that one, Sephiroth, and funnily enough, I was one of the few people that popped for Terry.
I have friends that popped for Terry
Because
I didn't play Fatal Fury.
I did a little bit. It wasn't even the fact that he was in it. It was the way they brought him in.
Yeah.
And then the way that his fighting style works, that it's so similar to a fighting game. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like the fact that I'm doing like actual button combinations, I'm like, yo, they killed it with Terry. Like I think that was
I wasn't
over.
hyped for him, but I did really enjoy playing him.
And no, definitely. And then seeing Sakurai like go through how to play with him, I'm like, wow, they really took some time and effort to create him perfectly. I wish they did the same thing with Kazuya, but it seemed like they just threw him in. Yeah. And I'm like, you could have did a little bit better. Thankfully, they did add his 10-hit combo. I have demolished motherfuckers with that combo so many times over, but still. So you got those, and then obviously Sora. Because Sora was long awaited since the original DLC dropped. The way they did it was phenomenal. I actually shed a tear when his music kicked on.
The wait was like so long, it was like niggas like damn near stopped caring.
Yeah.
Gave up hope type shit.
Yeah, that's all.
It was like, so niggas was like shook when that shit dropped.
Yeah. But it was well worth the wait. It was 100% worth the wait. Like I said, I shed a tear. Because I don't know what it is about that song. That fucking song always makes me cry for some reason. And I mean, a grown-ass man like me. Teary-eyed, like, oh, they did it. Thank you. So shout out to Sakurai. I don't know what else he's going to be able to do. Because now that Smash Bros. Is done, I don't know what they have him doing, but whatever he's going to do next is going to be incredible. I keep hearing still rumors that he's going to switch over to Mario Kart and give Mario Kart the same kind of treatment. Here's hoping. That would be sick as fuck.
That would make me buy it.
Yeah. I think the only problem is, and this is my only reason why I don't think they'll do it, is because
it would be more characters outside of Mario than Mario.
Exactly. But so it's that, and then the fact of think of what Smash Brothers turned into.
Super Smash Racing.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, turn to Super Smash Racing.
I would take that.
But the problem is look what he did to Smash Bros. In the sense of there's literally nothing you can do now. You can't make a new Smash Bros. Mm-hmm. It's over. Mm-hmm. Like they can just keep reproducing this one, but you can't do shit else new. What the fuck is if he gets doing what? You can't add another 30 plus characters. It's too many motherfuckers already.
You can go an anime route if they work those licenses.
I think that would be 100% too far. If they made a different game,
Jump needs some help.
Yes, they do. But
so, please,
but my thing is
Sakurai, please jump over to Bandai, nigga. Cause
but that's fine.
Jump needs some help.
They do need some help badly. But at that point, you would have to do another game. I wouldn't want Smash Bros. With all Smash Bros. And then start taking on anime characters. Just
they
make
got
it
that already. Super Smash Flash.
Right. True enough. So that's
that. The only thing they would do would fuck the modding community. Which Nintendo has already tried to do that before. Yeah. So
what else is new? No, I could see them doing that. That would be fine. Just don't do anything else to Smash. I think Smash can live as is and just be. That's the epitome of fucking fighting gaming. I don't think anything is going to get better than what they did to Smash. Do it to a couple other communities, like you said. Jump could really use the help because they're dropping it. Apparently, they're dropping another Jump, and it's still going to be shit. It's still going to be shit. The last one was the last one I had some hope for. Jump Force, because they were taking the idea of J-Stars and actually giving it some reasoning, and some story. So I'm like, all right, maybe this will be good. They just forgot to make a good game. They had a great story. Like, paying attention to the story is phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's no game here that I want to play. And that's because anime fighting games have been, sorry to rip RDC World on this one, but everything can't be Naruto fighting style. Yeah, no. Everything is fucking Naruto. And it's boring. No offense.
You want to know one game I wish they would suck off? Like, just make every anime title like this. Why niggas don't give me more Kakarot?
Because they got...
Nigga, I want Bleach Kakarot. I want Yu Yu Hakusho Kakarot. I want motherfucking Saint Seiya Kakarot. Just give me more Figure out how to make a nigga fish. I don't care. Just give me more Kakarot style games.
I think it's just because, and don't.
Or a Dynasty Warrior game that actually got multiplayer.
Didn't Bleach's Resurrect have multiplayer?
That was PSP. I didn't have that.
That was on PS3 as well.
I didn't have PS3.
I'm sorry. I have it upstairs. I'm gonna have to check now. I'm pretty sure that's multiplayer, but I never actually cracked it. So here's the reason why I think they won't. I don't think they won't, but they are gonna have a harder time. There's not the same level of fan base for these other shows that there is for Dragon Ball. For the simple fact that think of how much little.
Not a few of them do though.
A few of them do. So I can see
Bleach and Yu definitely people will come out for those.
Bleach. I can see Yu
is a little too old.
It's not too old. It's harder. It's harder for me to fathom that level of because you have to think it's not right. It's
okay. I understand
because it's more so you got to think. I'm thinking of the dollar amount
I was
of
gonna
people
say,
buying into it. You know what I mean?
Say Yu is a little more grounded for that type of play style. Like,
True.
Niggas don't fly.
Right.
Yu.
So you have that. So traversing a giant map, something like that is going to be a little on the boring
People
side.
actually do fly in Bleach.
True. Very true. That's it.
Well,
Bleach.
when was the last time Bleach had a console game? You said that was PS3.
PS3.
They didn't have nothing on PS4.
Nothing for PS4.
Shit for PS5, and they got a whole new anime now.
True.
Like, please.
I could see
throw
Bleach.
Bleach a console bone.
But again, it's just because nobody's buying this shit that's out. No one
There's
ever
nothing out except the manga. The manga's done.
Right.
There's nothing else to buy except the DVDs when the DVDs come out. But they still got a whole nother half of this new art to finish.
New art to finish. So
I'm saying that's not a lot of. There's not. I think there is because there's a lot of people that came out to view the first half. The first half had a lot of hype.
Yeah.
A lot of support because it was actually good.
Yes.
It wasn't fire. But there's not any other shit to put $1 to. So they only got the anime right now.
They have that, and then their mobile game, which I do love the mobile. I don't know if you play the mobile game at all.
I have it, but I don't play gacha game. I don't stick to gacha games like that.
It's not that gacha though.
It is very gacha.
It's definitely got gacha.
You mean the card game?
No, with
the three sales. Maybe we not talking about.
No, it's a different game. This one's more like a mobile Dynasty Warriors almost.
I know what you're talking about.
I forgot the name of it though, because I stopped playing it on my phone to play it on console.
But that is gacha though.
It is still gacha. I'm not saying it's not gacha.
I know what you mean.
It's less gacha than a serious gacha game, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
And it's not a bad. I don't think it's a bad game.
It's not a bad game. It's just.
It's not enough.
You could do more.
No, definitely they could do more.
You could do more with Bleach.
But my thing is, it's in the same sense. In the same sense. The handheld, the mobile fucking Dragon Ball game.
Dokkan probably Battle is very
one of the most popular mobile games. Period.
Dragon Ball actually got 2 of the top ones.
You see
Legends
what I mean?
is up
Legends
there
is up there, really, really good. But I think that's the problem is if you want something, you have to support what's available, even if you don't like it. Even if you don't like it a lot. Case in point,
that's true.
I was super hyped for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Obviously, I think I haven't mentioned that enough at this point. I don't know if I told you when Final Fantasy 15 was getting ready to drop. Square Enix specifically said, depending on how this game sells,
you bought like
I bought 15 specifically to help support 7, and then Type O had a demo for 15. I bought that to support 15 to support 7.
So I actually plan on playing both of those
Type O?
relatively soon. I've been wanting to play Type O for years.
Type O, I hear is good. I never played it. I never touched it.
I saw it at GameStop one day for like $20, but I really needed my $20 that day.
No, I understand.
But it is on PlayStation Plus, so I'm gonna play it soon.
Okay. Yeah, no,
and I needed to play 15 regardless.
15, I feel like that's gonna be your game to play.
16 looks really fucking fire, but one of my homies was concerned that they showed a little too much of 15.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, we don't know how long the game is gonna be because they showed a fuck ton
of the game now
on the showcase.
Yeah. No, I think they're hedging their bets because what it was the last Final Fantasy game they produced was similar playstyle, but it was such a garbage story. The story was so fucking bad that they have to really drive home the new story. So that's the one, I can't remember the name of the game, but it's based off of Final Fantasy 1, where the guy fights Chaos.
Are you talking about you're not talking about the new Tales game?
No, it's a Final Fantasy game.
I don't remember.
Oh my god,
I thought it was just 15, they keep supporting the fuck out of 14 and then 16.
No, there's Final Fantasy games in between.
Which you MMO Final Fantasy 14 niggas, y'all be eating good. Y'all be eating good. Y'all content be going crazy.
Yeah, no, they definitely have a great game to support right now. Jesus Christ, it's not gonna be here. Check the Square Enix store. See, this is the sad part. Now I have to do all this shit by myself. Fucking sucks. Kelly got a job and shit.
Because that Tales of the last Tales game
that was Square Enix.
Looked just like this.
Yeah. No, it was definitely really fucking good looking.
I didn't get to play that one, but goddamn, it looks. What the fuck is that?
Strangers of Paradise is the new game. Oh. It's the last new one. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty much a prequel to the first game, the very first original Final Fantasy game.
Goddamn.
Yeah. So they
went re-release that? Because why you did a prequel to a game you're not gonna re-release?
That game is so easily come by at this point, but nobody's gonna play it because people.
I think that's also on PlayStation Plus.
The original?
I think so.
Probably not.
I think so.
Because they don't own Sony.
Mad at them.
Sony doesn't own the rights to it, so they wouldn't. But they might have the new Pixel release available. Maybe that's what it is. The Pixel release they might have, but the original release of the game is owned by Nintendo. So Nintendo owned Final Fantasy from 1 till 6. And then it switched over to Sony.
I think on PlayStation you get 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yep. From that point on. And that was all because, I'm pretty sure you knew that story, where Sony was actually helping Nintendo create their new console. And then Nintendo backstabbed the fuck out of them. So Sony said, go fuck yourself, we'll make our own goddamn console. And here we have the PlayStation. So the Nintendo 64 was supposed to be a CD-based console because they were partnering with Sony, and then they told them to go fuck themselves. And then before they created 64, I think they partnered with Philips to create a console, which is in circulation. Like, people have it.
So in the midst of them working on their console, they also created Final Fantasy together?
Yep. They were in a mix of making Final Fantasy 7.
So I'm saying they created all of the previous ones together.
No. Nintendo made all of the previous games. Square Enix, or Squaresoft at the time, was under Nintendo. PlayStation was created. Then Squaresoft said, fuck it, we can't make the game for Nintendo anymore. PlayStation's much more powerful. We'll go PlayStation. That was their biggest gripe. That's why they started working with Sony. Your cartridges ain't going to cut it. We need something better to make the next Final Fantasy game. So then they partnered with Sony to create it. Then the whole fallout happened. Okay. Square was like, fuck it, we'll go to PlayStation and drop our next game. At that point, still Squaresoft. I think they changed to Square Enix and... testing my knowledge. I want to say 2001 they switched over to Square Enix entirely. Because Enix Games, or Eidos Games, was its own company. Squaresoft and Eidos combined to make Square Enix. Oof. Hopefully I'm way off, because it sounds like I'm pulling some bullshit out my ass, but it sounds pretty fucking close.
03.
03. So not too far off.
You're close.
Yeah. I love Square Enix, by the way.
That was another thing I had on the fucking showcase. So Sony just go suck off Splatoon?
Yeah.
They just go rob Splatoon and put a Persona soundtrack behind that bitch.
But
that is Splatoon with a Persona soundtrack.
I understand.
That shit hard.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Did you play Splatoon?
No.
Did you play Splatoon 1 through 3?
No.
All right then. Hey, like we might find a way to make this game kind of interesting.
I played the Splatoon character on Smash.
Yeah, that's what I played on. I played with them on Mario Kart, and that was before they edited because you used to flip everybody off. That was her turn. She would turn around, and I'm like, "That's my new character."
But yeah, they just slapped the fucking Persona 5 soundtrack on that bitch. It sounded all gorgeous and shit.
Yeah,
them niggas fly using cotton candy. They ain't even using paint.
No, it's definitely. But as a Square Enix fan, the better it looks, the worse it's gonna be. That's why I keep saying, like, I love Square Enix. Just stick with Final Fantasy. You got your bread and butter. I'm glad that they're trying, But their last 3 games were not even misses. They were like, what the fuck was you wasting time making some shit other than Final Fantasy for? Make the shit that makes you money. Just for the love of God. Final Fantasy VII is on the way. Just finish that bitch so I can play it.
On the way.
They said winter. They said winter of this year. So I'm holding them to it. I don't know if y'all caught the Twitch stream, but that was very important to me.
Push back to March 24.
I'll give them March. I think March is about as far back as I'll wait. Because that was the original release date of, the supposed original release date.
Are we going by American winter or Chicago winter? That bitch ain't coming out till May.
They said winter of 2023. So they said it was this year. Because the timeline was last year was Crisis Core winter. This year, Remake Part 2. They're only giving you a year in between so you can keep up with the fucking story.
That's good.
So hopefully, like I said, even to this day, I've been still consuming tons of Final Fantasy VII content. And all I've done is come up with theory after theory of what could happen. But I as an avid Final Fantasy fan, I have no idea what the fuck they're going to pull out of their asses. I have no fucking clue. I hope things go the way that I want them to go. Not to spoil anything for you. They have to kill Aerith still. Aerith dies in the original.
Which means she's not going to die.
She needs to die.
She's not gonna die when she's supposed to die.
She might not die when she's supposed to.
She's gonna die. I mean, I feel like everybody that died is gonna die.
Right.
But she ain't gonna die when she's supposed to.
But that was my original theory. The thing is,
I think that is gonna be. I think that very moment where she don't die is when Cloud have a fucking aneurysm.
So
like, that shit is going to fucking shock his brain so hard.
The thing is he's already kind of had his mental breakdown of Aerith dying. You just didn't catch it because you didn't know the story. When he is sneaking out of her house and he makes it to the alleyway right before she pops her head out, she turns away. You see Aerith with her hands folded and the little material drop. That's her scene of death. So he remembered it. Oh. He already knew it for some reason.
Oh, so this bitch supposed to been dead.
No, she dies later on in the story. Remember how I explained to you? This is all off camera, by the way.
He knows
everything. He knows a lot already.
Okay.
Aerith knows everything, I think. I think she knows the entire story, no problem.
Yeah.
So she knows things are off. She doesn't understand why things are off, though. She doesn't understand it, but she knows it. Mm-hmm. The problem is she's going to get to a point where she realizes she has to die, regardless if she dies or not.
Yeah.
She knows the only way to win is with her death. What makes it hard of her dying and not dying is the original way she was supposed to die. Mm-hmm. The scene goes, Cloud attempts to kill her first. Oh. Because Sephiroth is able to mind fuck the shit out of Cloud consistently. So Cloud is the first one to draw a sword to attempt to kill Aerith. Mm-hmm. Somehow he breaks free. I don't want to give too much away, but he's able to mentally unfuck himself so it doesn't happen. Okay. He turns away to not kill her, and then that's when Sephiroth kills her instead. So then that leads into a whole boss battle, not with Sephiroth, funny enough, because that's a whole big other thing that goes on. Mm-hmm. Sephiroth, still not 100% sure, might not be Sephiroth. Mm-hmm. We think that's Sephiroth, but it's not technically Sephiroth. Right. It's a mess. So that's how it originally happens.
See the wheels turning. You got a fucking vein down.
Yeah, no, it's a mess because I'm trying to explain the story without giving away. Because I know we're gonna watch the movie, and then the movie.
I do still have to watch that.
I
couldn't watch it this week.
No, it's fine. It's just that, and then with the compilation of everything else.
I still gotta play that side story.
Oh, you still haven't done Yuffie's story yet?
I was out of it.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I've been playing. Okay, so on my stream, I've also been like the main game I've started is Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
and holy fucking shit, I am struggling.
Yeah,
I
popped in and out of some of those.
It's too much shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it because I don't even like city shit, really. I feel like I'm like almost country, Almost a country boy. I mean, like, okay, I'm country.
You country as hell.
I'm country.
You just like convenience.
Yes.
You country with convenience.
That is a fucking hustling and bustling cityscape.
Mm-hmm.
And I get overwhelmed, honestly. So on top of being depressed, I've been playing shit that like don't require too much brain power. And yeah.
You gotta slow it down a little bit.
I feel like I am gonna play the Yuffie story.
Please. I just don't want it to be so far off where you forget connecting
next
pieces.
Week I will watch. I will finish that. I will watch that DVD.
Yeah.
So I can report on.
So finish Yuffie first.
Finish Yuffie first.
Yuffie's not that long. It's 2 chapters, dude.
Okay.
It's 2 chapters. They're decently sized chapters, but you can easily. I cleared it in the afternoon.
Okay.
But that's me playing. So again, take your time, enjoy it. Because not only do I want you to finish Yuffie's story, but I do want you to be able to go back, play Final Fantasy, the regular story on hard mode.
I'm not gonna lie, I still feel a way about not completing all the side missions in Chapter 8.
That's fine.
I feel like there's some shit that
you missed out. Yeah, you missed out. I'm not gonna sit here and say you didn't. But it's okay.
It's like I'm curious as to what would have changed.
A lot.
Oh,
because some of the side missions also require you to complete other things that you probably missed out on in the beginning half of the game. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, because Chapter 8 is...
Chapter 8 is where the ones they had like fucking 16.
Right.
They had 16 side missions.
No, that's after Aerith gets kidnapped, correct?
Yes.
That's...
There was so many fucking side missions.
Yeah, that's Chapter 16. Don't fuck them.
No.
Chapter 8?
No, 8 was before... 8 was in the midst of us trying to get Tifa back.
Right. That's... Oh my God, what's the name of the area? The Red Light District. Ooh.
Level 5? Sector 5.
Sector 5, but I'm trying to think of the actual neighborhood, because I know the neighborhoods fairly well, and I'm kind of...
Because that's where the scene with Aerith happened.
That's the beginning of that chapter.
Yeah.
Because you're leaving her sector to go to the in-between area, which is the... oh my God. Pull my fucking Final Fantasy card, because I should know these names.
Okay.
No, it's a major area. It's like me not knowing downtown Chicago, living in Chicago. It's just like, it's kind of sad that you don't know that area. I'm not saying every spot, but I'm just saying there's some shit you should just know. And that's really bugging me that I don't know it. Wall Market. God damn. It's Wall Market. Thank you.
Wall Market.
Get back. Get my card. I knew it. It took me a minute.
So many fucking side quests before we got to Tifa. I was like, I just want to get Tifa back.
No.
Fuck this. I was so tired.
There's a lot more to it than that. That's all. So yeah, no. I think the biggest one of there, I don't know if you did Johnny side quest.
Yes.
So you got Johnny side quest, so then there's an alternate side quest without Johnny. So if you got Johnny, then the alternate is without Johnny. So doing certain side quests without Johnny entirely. So I think areas like that always have 2 major sets of side quests. One if you did certain things, one if you didn't do certain things. Question. When you did a Wall Market, which massage did you get? I'm just curious.
I don't even remember.
No? Because that changes a little bit. And some people don't do it. Some people don't do it.
I might not have done it at all.
You had to do it.
Oh.
You have to have done it. And so that's with the Asian chick, the really loudmouth Asian chick. You go in and you get a hand massage.
What are the options?
It's just most expensive to least expensive.
I think I did get the most expensive.
Okay, so that's one where it got weirdly sexual out of nowhere. Yeah. But for hand massage is all I'm saying. But there's a W in the endo joke in there. So obviously it's a happy ending. But funnily enough, for those who don't know, if you go to a massage parlor and they happen to say it specifically says hand massages, those are happy ending spots. If they say massages, if it says hands or body massages, those are typically places that will offer happy endings. If they're just massages, then don't be stupid.
I still have not been to a massage parlor, period.
At all?
No.
No shit.
I need to go. I think it's one on like 95th, man.
I don't know. I wouldn't go around here. No offense to people around our neighborhood. It's just, I'm good.
I also still have not been to a strip club.
No?
I was supposed to go in Ohio, and I left before the day we were going to go.
I still want to do it too, just for shits and giggles.
I kind of want to go to the factory to see if I know some bitches from high school.
That's gross. I was either gonna go there or Polecats, because I hear Polecats is a little more laxed, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So maybe not the greatest bitches in the world, but they're definitely more relaxed.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's what I need. I don't need to go in there to one of them strip clubs and like, take off your hat. It's disrespectful. Nigga, these bitches are flashing titties. I don't give a fuck about my hat.
I want the motherfucking bouncer over my shoulder.
No, I hear it's a little more lax at Polecats. But again,
I feel like what's the demographic of the dancers in Polecats?
they're white dancers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds like a white establishment.
But again, white establishments strip, where black establishments dance. There's a difference.
Black establishments will have whole coochie out.
And so will white establishments, depending on which one you go to. And that's why I wanted to go to Polecats, because they will strip, is what I'm saying.
Heard.
And I'm like, that's fine by me. I'm fine with black strip clubs, don't get me wrong. And, shout out to them.
How about this? I want to experience both.
Eventually.
And then I will assess the difference and choose which one I like. Let's go to fucking strip clubs of all ethnicities.
All I'm saying is
I had a really fucked up joke.
Oh my fucking God.
I gotta
get you a sign for the bottom.
So
Don't cover the mic. That's not how this shit work. The fuck?
So like inside when they had a hijab and nothing else, or that's how I'm so curious.
Look to my Indian friends.
Mind you, but I sound comedic, but it is just ignorance. I'm really curious. I swear to God, I want to know for real. They probably don't even have strip clubs.
I'm pretty sure they don't have strip
the
clubs. Yeah, no, that's all.
Look at porn is banned in China. They probably ain't got them over there either.
That's true, but they have enough of the other shit in China. Which
I feel like they still got like the shows where you go watch a bitch strip, like in a room.
In a room, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Type shit.
That's fine. China doesn't have freedom, so who cares? Ouch. And I mean, and the only reason I can...
Wasn't there something...
What?
Going back to world news, didn't China do something else in the last 2 weeks?
Forever been doing shit. So I missed out on a lot of China
shit. That's it. They fucking hung somebody for weed. That's what I remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Like the second person.
Yeah.
And like, God damn, they don't play. But they over there smoking opium. Ain't that a bitch?
They don't smoke opium. They distribute it.
It's like
they create it, and then they send that shit away. They know where the money is.
What was that movie where they dead ass had a fucking opium den? Was that wasn't... Was that fucking Deuce Bigelow? The second one?
I haven't seen Deuce Bigelow.
I swear, I remember a movie where it was like an action comedy, but they just dead ass walked through a fucking opium den. Was it Enter the Dragon? Them niggas was on opium and Enter the Dragon.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That lady was high as fuck.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Enter the Dragon. Damn, now I want to... R.I.P. Bruce Lee.
R.I.P.
And Jason Lee.
Maybe
you ain't like The Crow?
No, I didn't.
I like The Crow.
A lot of people did. Don't get me wrong. It's fine if you like The Crow. I thought it was silly. I just thought it was a silly movie.
That's valid.
But it gave a sting, so
yeah,
that's that. I mean, that's not saying much either. I'm not a big fan of Sting either.
Oh, really?
Not that I dislike Sting.
After looking at both of their careers, I think I kind of fuck with Sting more than Taker.
Really?
I think so.
That's hard. That would be really hard for me to say.
I feel like between the two, the quality declined with Taker earlier. Sting is still doing wild shit.
Yeah, but that's also because his level of wild shit ain't that wild to me.
His thing is doing Jeff Hardy shit these days.
Yeah, I know. And it's literally like, what else can he ain't got shit to live. Let me rephrase it. I want to phrase this properly.
God damn.
No. With Undertaker, he had nothing to prove after a certain point. We all knew he was goated. Yeah. With Sting, there was still a level of, yeah, but you never did it on the biggest stage type shit. You know what I mean?
I think he was goated after WCW.
I think he was goated with WCW. He was WCW's greatest asset.
Yeah.
But same thing like Cody Rhodes. It's great that you can do it there, but can you do it with the big boys? You know what I mean?
But well, he's currently second. He's currently with the second biggest boy. But they also wasn't exactly his fault.
No, I'm not blaming him for it.
Because when he did go there, they kind of cucked him. Triple H ain't need to win that WrestleMania match.
No, he didn't.
But I'd be damned if the WCW guy beats the DX guy.
Exactly.
Type shit.
No, and
then
for me,
fucking Rollins damn near killed him.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
But I also blame Sting a little bit on those because instead of being the new guy coming in like most of those guys were, he wanted to start right at the top.
New guy coming in, he was 60 already.
Who gives a shit? You're new here. You can't. What? You don't get to job hunt and be like, I got all the experience here.
You are very much right. Only because of Vince. Because Vince did that same shit to AJ.
Exactly.
He didn't have shit for AJ after the Rumble. He just had the Rumble, and he was surprised when niggas popped for him.
Exactly. But that's everybody that comes to WWE. Anybody who comes outside to WWE, they start damn near all over again. And it is what it is. You have your fan base, but you got to have a WWE fan base.
That's why. That's what's another thing that's really cool about AEW because they even acknowledge the WWE shit.
Yeah, no, I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's a right and a wrong to it.
No. It's just it's how Vince does. But now with Triple H doing having a little bit more control, they do reference outside shit more.
Exactly.
They reference AEW. They acknowledge Ring of Honor a couple years ago. They acknowledge some of the indies.
Exactly.
So it's better. It's just Vince, which is most of the shit.
Yeah, but again, I personally, and this is just my personal take on it. I'm fine with you not referencing outside. Come in with your niche fan base. Yeah. But when you come here, to me, I think of it like any job. I don't give a fuck what you did at your last job. You come in here, you start over. We'll see where you lie, and we'll push you as far as we can push you.
But do you know why I also don't like that? Is because sometimes they also do it to niggas inside the company.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they do that same shit to NXT people.
Yeah.
And why? Those are the ones they need to.
You would think would get the immediate push.
Foot up.
Yeah. But no. It's all right, you're good enough to make it to the big show.
Don't treat them like they're unknown because then the crowd is gonna treat them like they're unknown too. Mm-hmm. And they're still y'all project.
But they're still your project. Yeah, no, I get that. Because that ends up shooting them in the foot with a lot of key guys, I feel like. There's a lot of guys.
Now there's not as many key guys because of damage over the years.
So I see it working both ways. I'm just not mad.
I will give them credit. Yesterday was probably the best Saudi show out of all the Saudi shows they've done.
Shout out to Saudi Arabia for liking nonsense. Just saying.
For sure. I would love. Hey, we can fucking pod from the Crown City.
Only if one of them princes can bring us over. I want that. I want that fucking Lil Wayne treatment.
Yeah. But
what color?
Night of Champions was yesterday. It was really good.
I've seen a lot of highlights of it, so I was like, yeah, you know what? Shout out to him, and only because I remember you preemptively shitting on the Saudi Arabia show, and I'm like, I hope he watched it
because all of the most of the Saudi Arabia shows are either bad, uneventful, or
just
outside of continuity sometimes. Yeah, but
they're non-canon movies.
Yeah. But no, this one was cohesive. They had a lot of. One of the best moments is that yesterday was Natalia's birthday, and then she lost in 69 seconds. I like that. She probably pitched that, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Natalia a little freak. I don't know if you see her YouTube channel with her sister.
Only YouTube I watch is Ahsoka's. That's it.
Boy, you might want to tap into Natalia and her sister. New World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins is now the Constellation Champion. Congratulations to him.
Yep. You called it too, by the way.
I mean, AJ is on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That would be so dumb. His whole faction is on SmackDown.
But you called it before the tournament even started. You were like, it's gonna be Seth.
Yeah.
So
I wanted Finn, but
we both agree it was well past Finn's time. So I'm not mad at Seth Rollins either.
Which, not too late. They could stop fucking up Finn, put him back on the right track.
Nah.
And have him be a contender.
See, that would make sense, and we're still talking about WWE. So at the end of the day,
Tripp's got a little control. Speaking of Asuka, the Asuka Bianca match, I like
great,
that.
wasn't it?
I like that.
That was
I
really
like
good
the
one.
finish a lot.
That was really nice.
Doing the tensai, fucking fist in the hand.
She's definitely. I'm always shocked at. And again, this is no knock to Asuka because I love her.
I'm always shocked that Asuka taking it to another level because
Every
they
time
do not
she goes
be giving her a lot.
No, she leaves, comes back, slightly tweaks all of her shit, and then just comes back better than ever. Yeah. And mind you, she's what, like 45 or some shit like that? She's up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn. Give her fucking due. She did it.
She is the Joshi Chris Jericho with reinvention.
Yes. Yeah. She's killing it.
Yeah.
And again, shout out to her YouTube channel. One of my favorite YouTube channels. That bitch can eat. That's all I'm saying.
Gunther and Mustafa. Gunther is so good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mustafa. He from the crib.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a former police officer actually.
No shit. Did not know that. Interesting.
So yeah, shout out to him. That Cody match was bad. I did not like the Cody Brock match.
I didn't even see it, but I'm you ain't got to tell me.
I don't
got me
like
on my Andre
it.
3000. You ain't got to tell me, brother. I already know.
I did not like it. The first Cody Brock match was way better. This shit was so Cody's matches, especially coming back to WWE, always got a little cartoon to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he walks over to the stairs and shit. It's always a little cartoon for him. The nigga broke his arm last Monday.
Did he? Oh shit.
Brock broke his arm last Monday.
Good. Okay. I thought it was like out of.
No, Brock hit that nigga hit his arm with a keg.
Oh, hold on. Just so I understand, was it a work that he broke his arm, or was he actually broke his arm? Okay, just making sure.
He hit his arm with a keg, and then put him in the Kimura, and then did the Brock break the nigga arm in the Kimura lock.
Okay, just making sure because I also know Brock has a tendency to fuck up.
Yeah.
so
kayfabe broken arm. The match is still on.
Okay.
He comes out. They put over. He has a titanium cast on his arm. Okay, so you gave Cody a weapon in this singles match with that has DQ on. Okay, so he used the weapon. He whooped Brock ass for a good amount, but then there was just this one spot that just really took me out of it. He put his broken arm in the Kimura for like 5 minutes, and that nigga did not tap. He rolled through it. That nigga was now straddling him. His legs trapped under Brock. Arm in the Kimura.
It's because it was titanium. Couldn't bend it.
It was bending. It wasn't titanium at all. It was bending like a motherfucker.
That was an accident. It wasn't supposed to bend. So, the continuity was it was in the titanium brace. He couldn't bend it properly.
After like 5 minutes, he gets to the ropes somehow, breaks out of the Kimura. Like 2 more crossroads, Brock's he puts him back in the Kimura. Cody passes out. Brock wins.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You could have saved 3 minutes if you would have just had that nigga pass out in the first Kimura. That lasted 5 minutes. So yeah, I did not enjoy that Cody Brock match at all. It was very cartoony and just. I'm okay with cartoon and wrestling. Just don't
dive.
Don't expect me to fully suspend my disbelief for these 2 niggas.
I was gonna say not for them.
These 2 niggas.
Maybe for people that need
one
it.
of the spooky dudes.
Right.
Not these 2 niggas. But
Gotta love Cody.
and then the main event was great.
Who was the main?
It was Roman and Solo versus Sammy
right.
and KO.
Sammy got a nice standing ovation. I'll give him that. That was nice
throughout the whole match.
Yeah. So shout out to Sammy.
Remember when I was talking about early in the show, kicking the shit out of somebody?
I figured that's what you were referencing.
Jimmy Uso kicked the dog shit out of Roman. Yeah, kicked the dog shit out of Roman.
So there's still a chance.
They were saying best award goes to Jay for the acting throughout this whole segment.
Oh my God.
What you doing? Why you do that? That nigga is very. But I was listening to a podcast this morning reviewing the show, and they put an idea in my head about a different curl to it. Jay doesn't want to piss off Roman because he's already seen the lengths that Roman will go to,
right,
for people he don't fuck with. Jimmy, these niggas don't be mic'd up, but that shit be so clear. I'm doing what you should have did a long time ago. I got you. Kick the shit out of that nigga Kick the shit out of that nigga one more time.
Damn, man.
And then they left. Boy, when I tell you, I've many times in my life wanted to kick a nigga as bad as he kicked that nigga, boy.
I will give him credit. That was... I will dub that the kick heard round the world type shit, because that was everything he had.
Boy.
I think he forgot to slap the thigh on that one, because I think that connected as it should have.
Yeah, no.
So,
jeez.
Goddamn. No, that was probably the first thing I seen.
Yeah.
Was Sammy's standing ovation. I'm like, oh, get out to him. And then the kick right after.
Solo. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just like, damn, it's the super kick party returning. Hot damn, I love it.
Yeah, not even with the Bucks.
Right. So, no, shout out to that happening.
Yeah. So the bloodline is crumbling.
So just hopefully it ends the way we still predicted. It's still a setup forward, I think. I think there's still a setup forward.
There is possible, there is a way for them to work Cody back into this story.
You think so? You trying to roll Cody back into this shit?
There's a way to write Cody back in if you give him the money of the bank or back-to-back Rumble wins. There's still a way. I just don't really think I fucking care anymore. At this point, put the belt on Solo.
I would rather that. I think Cody should be just completely written out of the story now. I think Cody's done.
But his story revolves around that belt.
True, but that's what I'm saying. Give it to somebody else. Him and Roman shouldn't be a thing. It should be him and whoever gets it from Roman now, which is what I predicted before. I know it sucks because you wanted to take it from the big guy.
Yeah.
But it ain't going to happen the way it's set up now. It'll be a much better story if it's someone else. Because
it's not going to fucking matter if Cody takes it off Jay.
True. That's fine.
Who cares? Because it's not...
That's what I said.
So Cody's story kind of became beating Roman because the story of the title isn't winning the title anymore. It's who beats Roman.
Right.
So Cody's story kind of became who beats Roman because Roman had the titles.
Right.
They talked a lot of shit. Fucking you will be a chief without a tribe. Your bloodline will crumble. It's happening.
Right.
I feel like that still kind of needs Cody.
But the thing is, you can't tell me that also wouldn't diminish it with him beating him now. So it either should have been before or not at all.
I don't think so because they've already put Cody on the 2012 John Cena line.
But what I'm saying is it's not even that. It's just coming in when the kingdom's crumbling type shit. Like, if you're dethroning Roman, that's one thing. But you're coming in now where there's turmoil. Like, you're just a nail in a coffin now. You're not the guy who beat Roman at his best. You see what I mean?
Well...
Anybody who beats Roman at this point now is not beating Roman Reigns.
You are beating Roman Reigns. You just don't have to worry about the bloodline.
Yeah,
because Roman was still Roman before the Jay shit. It's just that building a tribe was his way of protecting the title.
True, but the thing is,
so now they probably gonna have a better match because Roman is gonna have to show his ass without his gang.
I get that.
So hopefully that will go into the quality of the match.
Right.
Because, that's still...
Don't forget, it's still Roman Reigns we're talking about.
Still Vince.
And Vince, right.
I'm not even going to say Roman. Roman has had some very quality matches.
He's had some solid matches, but my thing is when the chips are on the table, when it's all on Roman...
It's all on Roman, I think it's in safe hands. The only time this story has been asked was when Roman ain't around, and Roman is basically a part-timer now.
Right.
So... if it's going to be asked if Roman take another break.
Maybe.
Because that's what this last month and a half has been. Just waiting for Roman to come back.
But I don't think it'll be that anymore. Now that now that his tribe is crumbling, he's got to show face now.
He has to be around.
He has to be there. But the thing is...
he's still not going to defend the title, but he has to be around.
He has to be around. So the thing is, and that's why I'm sticking with that, is he has to be there to salvage, which should immediately not work. He should not be able to salvage.
He's not trying to salvage it. He's finna punish Jay.
But what I'm
saying, he's gonna punish Jimmy.
What I'm saying is not salvage as in holding it together. It's gonna dissipate. Yeah. It's gotta dissipate. But he's gotta save face because it's gonna slowly turn into it's your fault that this isn't a cohesive thing anymore. Well, you weren't around. Motherfuckers are acting up.
Oh, they already said that.
You know what I mean?
That's what Sammy said that to Roman last Friday.
So now you see. So that's the thing that's going on. So he has to show face to make sure things aren't. Yeah. It's not my fault. I'm surrounded by useless people.
Yeah.
That's going to be his thing. And the only way he can do that is either showing off and making it look like he's as great as we all thought he was, which it's still Roman Reigns. No offense to Roman.
It's still 1,000 days. He lost on the 1,000th day, but it's still 1,000 days as champion.
It's true. It's just, I don't see Roman as being that guy that can hold off impending doom the way it needs to be held off. You know what I mean?
I know for sure the facials are going to be amazing. Because even during the match, you can see it in his face. Oh, I'm cocky. Oh, the fuck y'all mean y'all? Why the fuck is y'all cheering for him?
Right.
What the fuck y'all mean y'all booing me? I don't know if he learned all this shit on the Hobbs and Shaw set, but the nigga facial expressions be killing it.
I wouldn't give him that much credit, but I think it was just
Roman or Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. Okay. I'll sadly enough give Roman more credit than I'll give anything Fast and Furious related. But I mean, who knows? I'm not saying it's an end all be all where Roman can't show off. I haven't seen enough where Roman can be that guy without some kind of story building him back up. With your crumbling story this is the end of his story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck is next for Roman after he loses his title.
Exactly.
He might fucking go away for a while. I don't know.
Who knows? But the thing is there's two ways that it can happen. He can go out with, he gave a killer show, which is what we would all like to see. But in all honesty, I think he's going to crumble along with his kingdom. And it's not a mediocre showing.
No, I think it's going to be an amazing show. I think it's whoever does is going to be a great rub. I don't really care for it to be Cody anymore.
I don't think it should
it's
be Cody,
gonna be a spectacle regardless.
I think so, yeah.
And if it's done in the right way, it'll be a star-making performance. That's what some people are saying is Jay. I just don't know if I want to see Jay as the world champion. No offense to Jay, but right. I just be funny with tag team specialists winning world titles. It'd be weird.
And again,
except for Kofi, that was nice to see. Kofi.
Again, but we discussed.
But he also was mad. He wasn't always a tag team specialist.
No, but again, we had that discussion too. Jay can go the route like many other tag teams went. So it's not impossible. It's just they definitely work better together. Yeah. So
next, Money in the Bank is probably either going to be Roman and Solo versus the Usos or maybe Roman versus Jimmy. SummerSlam, I would like SummerSlam, I would like to see I would like to see Roman versus Solo.
Really?
So the way I'm ballparking this is Roman versus Jimmy. That's where Jay fully breaks away from Roman. Then you gotta have a tag match. At the end of the tag match, Solo breaks away. Then you gotta have Roman versus Solo. I'm kind of okay with Solo taking it,
right?
Because they've already shown Roman is concerned about this little nigga.
Right.
He don't pull that shit he do on the Usos to Solo.
Right.
That nigga might be a little scared of Solo. I feel like that would 100% be a superstar making thing if you have Solo beat Roman for the title.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Now let me just go ahead and slide this to you.
Because then you can have a face bloodline.
True.
You can have the Usos and their little brother, and then they just run a SmackDown.
True. So let me throw this at you. And I feel like this is far-fetched, but this is one of those rumors that has yet to die.
Bobby?
I keep hearing The Rock to come snatch the belt from Roman.
I don't want him to snatch the belt. I at this point, I would rather see Rock and Roman after this shit is done.
That's what I was thinking too.
Or either that or right before the Cody rematch. But I would still need Brock to lose.
Right.
Rock to lose.
Yeah. So here's what I keep hearing. And I'm not 100% mad at it, but I don't like it. So
why do y'all want Rock to win the title? What the fuck is going on? You just gonna go away? You want a part-time to take it from a part-timer?
So pretty much
you want a legend to take it from a part-timer.
But here's the reason why, and I kind of get it. So, and you can actually mix in some of yours too. So you have Roman at his point now where he's taking out the other guys. I personally would just add in the fact that you just add Rock and Roman together for a little bit.
I don't think you could lock down Rock that long.
All you need is like 3 matches. At best. Here's the reason why I feel like you can do that now. Rock ain't doing shit. He has now fucked himself in his own world.
Yeah, but he is gonna be in the last fast.
I know. Which, fuck you. Because I'm laughing at Rock. Because I don't know if you remember when Rock said he'll never do Fast and Furious ever again. He hates doing Fast and Furious with a passion. But he
hates Vin Diesel.
He hates Vin Diesel.
And Tyrese.
But he also fucked himself with Black Adam. So, that's your fault. Yeah. This nigga's actually in the process of remaking Moana.
Yeah, live action Moana. I saw that.
Really? Nigga, the movie just came out. Nobody remakes movies within a decade. That's pretty fucking sad. He's kind of fucked himself in the movie sphere. You know what I mean? So the best way for him to reclaim some popularity to himself is to come back into the wrestling ring, build his brand back up. Because at the end of the day, Rock is a brand, not a great person. You know what I mean? Rock is a brand, fine.
I wonder if he's still planning to run for president.
If he does, I will gladly run against him.
What?
Because I want no parts of Rock as in the political sphere. That's just me personally. But either way, so you bring Rock back to tag with Roman for, a match or two. Rock snatches the belt, as a coup. I'm the real tribal chief. I've been doing this for so many years, let Rock do his goofy ass speech. You know how he is. He snatches it. Nobody can do shit about it. Allow Cody to snatch it from Rock. Now, Cody gets his big name match, beating the best there is and all of that shit. You really can't. And namesake-wise, you're not getting a bigger name than The Rock right now. So have Cody snatch it from The Rock. Cody gets to run off of that until somebody eventually beats him. Even if somebody does beat him, he can still run off of the fact that he beat Rock for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So not only does he finally get the belt that he deserves, but then beats probably the biggest name he can beat. Which, mind you, to me, much better than beating Roman, because now you're beating the guy that beat Roman. And you're beating a bigger name that beat Roman. Yeah. So I'm like, that's not a bad idea.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't think at this point Rock will stick around that long.
I don't think he'll stick around super long. He'll do exactly what he did with John Cena. where he's just
He
sending.
was around for a while with Cena.
He was sending him.
They had a tag match.
He was sending in mixtapes, and he showed up for a match or two.
Yeah.
That's all you need The Rock to do is show up for a match or two, send in a bunch of mixtapes, because that's all it is. Don't laugh at me.
I don't really think he could. I don't think he want to. I don't really think that. I don't know if that nigga can go anymore.
I don't think he can go for long, but he can go long enough to keep up with Cody. I think
That motherfucker damn near died with Cena.
True, but at the same time, you don't need much. You're just beating Rock for the star-studded power.
Yeah.
So as long as Cody allows Rock to be Rock, you don't need him to do much. A couple spine busters, people's elbow, rock bottom. He can pretty much just hit signature after signature, and all you have to do is just beat him.
How old is Rock now?
Fucking 100. Who gives a shit?
They say Rock back juice.
Yeah, because he's probably he needs
Some
something.
niggas say he never stopped.
I don't think he ever did. I think he doubled up.
51.
Personal. So yeah, he got just enough in the tank to go one more.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a great.
Jericho wilding. He like 53.
Speaking of which, we'll get to that on the next episode.
Another?
No,
Oh.
just the regular outside wrestling shit of Jericho.
Wait, what's going on with Jericho outside?
I'll come up with it because we're already over an hour. We actually got to end this episode. We kind of went no commercial or nothing. It's been a minute, obviously, hasn't it? Did you still want to do Song of the Week? Not that Song of the Week is dying off, but
Yeah.
I just didn't know if that was a thing that people enjoyed anymore. Comment below if you still actually care about the Song of the Week.
My Song of the Week, Chicago's own Lil Durk dropped recently, last week. And my Song of the Week is Cross the Globe with him and Juice WRLD off his new album.
People are still pulling Juice WRLD fucking bits out of their ass, dude.
I love it.
This motherfucker's like the new Tupac.
I fucking love it because
Tupac in the sense of he keeps releasing
and it's
shit.
so sad because he still sounds so alive. Like it's like
That is the weirdest statement I've ever heard. He sounded alive because it's a recording when he was alive. Shut the fuck up.
I know, but it's just not all of them though. Sometimes they motherfuckers fuck with vocals and make songs out of scraps. So this does sound like it sound like they was in the booth together type shit.
Right. I don't know, man. AI is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Just saying.
RP Juice WRLD and shout out to Dirk, shout out to Chicago.
I think I'll just keep mine simple. Since you mentioned Chicago, I'm gonna mention Chicago. Sweet Home Chicago, the Blues Brothers. It's a great song, and I watched the movie recently, and goddamn, is that just not a great fucking song to listen to? Repetitive as fuck. But yeah, Blues Brothers, man. Shout out to the Blues Brothers. Even though I know, what's the name? Jim Belushi's dead.
Yeah.
Is Dan Aykroyd still alive? I'm pretty sure he's still alive because he was in the Ghostbusters movie. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Dan Aykroyd is still selling vodka. Crystal Skull vodka, Dan Aykroyd. Pretty sure he's still alive.
Yes, I think it's 70.
Decent. He'll be around for a little longer, especially if he's drinking that Crystal Skull vodka. Get you a bottle.
I've been. What have I been drinking? I ain't been drinking tequila. I might have been drinking tequila like that. I like tequila.
Oh well. On that note, it's been fun. See you guys on Wednesday, since this should be a Monday episode. Have fun, do things. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure if you're listening on Spotify and all of that stuff, rate and do all the comment stuff that's available there, man.
I've seen this. I thought it was gin.
What?
I thought it was gin.
No, it's Crystal Skull vodka, man. I watched the whole commercial for that shit. It's crazy.
Hate gin, but that's why I always like. I associate gin with death, so I thought that was gin.
www.fnentertainment.com. Click the link. Go there. Buy stuff. And enjoy the podcast.
Get a mug.
Follow him on Twitch and Kick. I always forget to mention Kick as well.
And TikTok. I'd be funny over there.
I'm not.
And I'd be giving like drink recipes.
I do enjoy your drink recipes. And a friend of mine actually keeps up with your drink recipes as well. Like he makes them every rip.
Oh.
So I was just like, oh, that's decent. See, I'll let him know next time he's around. The drink connoisseur. Kelly, dog training, virtual and in person.
Yeah.
in person, and the Think Positive podcast. Go check that shit out. Super entertaining, super informational. Sadly enough, she's not here because she's out there working with dogs at the moment. So, yeah. All right. We'll catch you next Wednesday, and then Friday after that. You know how it goes. Get the fuck out of my house. Peace and chicken grease.